size and his speed. Shot out of a cannon for 10.
This is really good because, you know, you've got the tight ends coming down to crack inside it, and then you've got some guys pulling, and you're getting a lot of different bodies. Watch 87's going to come down and loop back out. You've got your guard, your center, Connor McGovern out front pulling. You got a number of guys out in front of the speedy little Braxton Berrios, who's tough to tackle if you got nobody out in front of him.
You know, we were talking about what is the identity. I go back to something we talked about right away today, and that is there are a lot of dangerous weapons on this Jets offense. Just how do you choose to use them? Knight sticks his nose down, gets a couple. DeAndre Houston-Carson the tackle, and time for a game break with Carissa.
Thank you, Joe. Bucks-Browns tied at 10. Tom Brady finds Keeft for this 5-yard score. It's the rookie's first career touchdown and now the 94th recipient of a Tom Brady touchdown. Bucks up 17-10. Joe?
Looking for their third consecutive win. Don't you think, though, with this Jets team, like, that's why it's so intriguing. The defense is good, and the offense, you can see where they'd be scary.
And when they have that talent, they've got to get to a point where they can run it when they have to and throw it when they need to and be efficient in both of those.
5 straight runs here. Ty Johnson this time into the teeth of the defense. 3rd and 4.
Can you get into the third downs? Can you get into that 2-minute drill and be very efficient throwing the football? Can you get into a game late and take time off the clock in that 4th quarter?
Well, it seems like it's probably over except for the score in Miami, but they still got the starting quarterback in, and Tua Tagovailoa gets hit by a couple of Texans and dropped. They want to just run some clock and get the backup quarterback in there, you would assume. Houston's problem has been on offense as well. The Texans' offense, 33 total yards in that game.
End zone, more! Touchdown Jets! Mike White! How about him?
I thought he was throwing it short for Corey Davis. Just a late jump by Elijah Hicks. He was watching too long. And remember, we're real thin in that Bears secondary, especially that safety position. And Elijah Hicks is just too slow reacting to that outside break by Elijah Moore,
who had 5 touchdowns last year. Was their leading receiver as a rookie. That is his first one this season.
Have the New York Jets found their quarterback for the rest of the regular season? Mike White with 259 yards passing and 3 touchdowns on the day. He is 18 of 23. His passer rating is over 150 on the day. Almost perfect for Mike White, installed just on Tuesday as the starting quarterback for the Jets. They now lead 24-10 against the Bears. And as we were extolling White's virtues here, we had Olamide Zaccheaus trying for a diving catch. It goes incomplete, and Atlanta will have a 3rd and 6 from the 30-yard line here.
3rd and 6. Mariota climbs the pocket, too tall for Zaccheaus. And if Atlanta wants to go for the field goal, it'd be about a 48-yarder for Koo here.
Marcus Mariota. Game rewind presented by Prime Video on 2nd and 10. Cordero Patterson off left tackle. Pops it off to the left side, has some room up the sideline. Gets a 21-yard gain. Likes his work there, and that's what helped this drive get into field goal range.
To cut the deficit in half from 48 for Koo. Good strike, good distance, good field goal. And we got a good game with 1:17 to go in the 3rd.
Good close game between those NFC playoff hopefuls, Washington and Atlanta. The AFC playoff contenders, Bengals and Titans, still tied up at 10, and Joe Burrow connecting with his man for a first down. It's T. Higgins again. Bengals are still on their own side of the field, but let's watch a little bit of this action with 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Baseball because he played it. He's like, yeah, I'll put it on TV, but I can't last watching through 9 innings. But I'll watch a bunch of games and I'll notice, oh, I played against that guy. I went out to a bar and got drinks with that guy. So some of the memories came flooding back.
A lot of bus rides.
2nd down and 5. Ryan, he was about to stick his hands out there and maybe made the wise choice. A, to avoid the hit. B, if it bounces off his hands up in the air, that could be a pick 6.
So true. And David Long, number 51, had taken dead aim at Samaje Perine, and a good job by Long pulling off and not delivering the hit, which would have cost him 15 yards and helped Cincinnati on that drive. Really intelligent play by David Long.
It's a 3rd and 5 for Cincinnati. Travion Williams now in. Play clock winding down. Burrow takes the snap, gets rid of it quickly, and the catch made by Boyd for a 1st down. He got it right at the sticks and then leaned forward for extra yards. A little slow getting up, picks up 7.
What a job by Burrow, because DeMarcus Walker won quickly at the line of scrimmage for Tennessee and was into the backfield. And unrattled, unfazed was Burrow. And finally, they get Tyler Boyd on the mark there, getting his first catch of the game.
Cincinnati has faced the blitz just 17.5% of dropbacks. That's the lowest in the NFL. Whistle stop play, 5:25 mark of the 3rd.
And people wonder, why wouldn't you blitz a younger quarterback more? Because he handles it so well. And there goes Tyler Boyd off to the sidelines. I imagine someone upstairs saw something he didn't like and whistled down and said, hey, let's get that young man out of the game, get a look at him.
Boyd was a little slow getting up. So Trent Taylor will step in. Boyd will go directly to the pop-up tent.
That's how the system is supposed to work. You notice something, get him out, get him checked out. Make sure you're on the side of caution. Make sure they're okay.
Perine. Slipping through Perine. It looked like he was going to administer a stiff one.
Browns with a 3rd and 9, down a touchdown at home to the Buccaneers. Jacoby Brissett lets the play clock wind down, then takes the snap. Blitz comes late, Blitz gets home. Quarterback sack for Tampa Bay, and Cleveland will be forced to punt coming up on the end of the 3rd quarter there in Ohio.
Samaje Perine going back. This almost feels like being back at Oklahoma, or when he was a lead back with Washington for a short time.
10 carries, 47 yards, and a touchdown for Perine. 4 catches, 35 yards as well. This is a 2nd and 2. Play clock again winding down. Handoff. Perine slashes for a 1st down. Inside the 40, Elijah Molden had to deal with him late. 7-yard pickup for Perine.
And watch this offensive line now. Everyone's starting to move and giving Samaje Perine a place to go. Look at Kappa 65, Volson 67 on the cutoff on the backside with Ted Karras 64 in the middle, and a good read by Perine to find the open gap and get into it.
9-yard pickup. Fresh set of downs for Cincinnati. Fake the handoff. Burrow fires it, and the ball gets dislodged. Taylor, it'll be ruled incomplete. David Long came in and leveled him.
Boy, did he go after that one, and this is what Tennessee has talked about ever since the divisional playoff. Creating more takeaways, finding a way to knock the ball free. He was one step away from that being a takeaway, because on that play, Trent Taylor did not absolutely have possession of the football. If he had, that's punching it free. That's what Tennessee's trying to get to.
2nd and 10. Burrow steps up, feels the pressure and runs with it. Slide and a flag. Burrow was going down. Hooker and Molden were there for Tennessee.
They were zealously pursuing the play, and when he goes down late on the slide, a lot of times a defensive back or a defender can get caught betwixt between, and they're going to definitely take care of the quarterback at the end of plays. See, as he goes down here, they've already launched.
Personal foul, number 37. Defense, 15 yards will be added to the end of the play. Automatic 1st down.
And go ahead.
6-yard carry. plus the 15. That's a 21-yard play.
But I think that it looked worse than what actually happened. I think that was more of an anticipatory flag than an actual, he actually hit him in the head and did that. I think both of them essentially went over Burrow as opposed to really getting to the head and shoulder area. Oh, there's a little bit right there. There's that forearm that came from the backside. Right there, that'd be 24 Elijah Molden. If you're going to make the call, that's what it would be on.
They really hit each other.
Yeah, much more so, but there was contact to Burrow's face mask.
Burrow bouncing, Burrow buckling, gets rid of it. Flag down, Burrow hit again.
Grounding.
Bud Dupree, he was the one that got to Burrow, and now the question will be about the call.
Was there anyone even there? Because that one, I believe, came from Carl